Now, this video is about the irresistible attraction women have to bad boys when they do this. All right? So, these are the things that the bad boys do right. Okay? Now, a lot of times this is done, naturally, not planned, just who they are. Okay? So, let's get into it real quick. All right? So, first thing I want to talk about is a bad boy. Now, what she's looking for, or what she's attracted to, it's not per se that, oh, I want a bad boy. Where are all the bad boys at? Right? They want all the good guys. They want to know where the good men are. Where are all the good guys? A good man's hard to find. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. But what they're attracted to, what gets their attention, I should say, are the bad boys. The bad boy traits. Some of those things they do that gets their attention. Right? So let's get into that a little bit. We'll talk about some of those things right now and why, behaving this way is great, but it's also a detriment, big time. Okay, for the women, what they see is what you're showing and presenting to them, but it's not sustainable if you do it the wrong way. But for right now, we're going to talk about the positive part and take away the negative stuff. We know a real bad boy he's abusive. He does harm to other people, physical harm and all kind of things on purpose without reckless abandon, and they're doing really things that, murder, kill, rape. That's not what I'm talking about. It's about what attracts women. Women aren't attracted to that behavior. They're not attracted to the guys that's going to do these things. Okay? So that's not even on the table. That's not this topic. The topic is what attracts women. Okay? What they respond to. Okay? So that takes all that stuff off the table. And on a male to female interaction, what they respond to in these traits and behaviors. Okay? All right. So let's get into it real quick. We'll jump into this one. The first one's going to be, I want to talk about is, bad boys, they own their masculinity. Okay? They own who they are. Okay? They move through the world with purpose. Okay? With an intent. On a mission. Got it? That's what bad boys do. Most guys, alphas do this too, but right now it's about bad boys. Bad boys have a lot of traits that you'll recognize, okay? But for the bad boy, they're doing it just naturally, okay? Doesn't always mean it's positive, okay? But the fact of the matter is that they're displaying these traits that women like. Again, this is attraction. They don't know the guy, but they're attracted, and in order to get to know these guys. So what happens with women, when they meet guys that have a trait that they like or that they're drawn to, it sparks the curiosity. So the curiosity causes women to try to get a read on you. See? And that's what's going on here. Okay? Women are trying to get a projection and read who this person is. Okay? Before they even speak. So a lot of times, that's why the bad boy behaviors, they're kind of explicit. They're kind of already outside. You can kind of see them on display for the most part. You have attitudes, you have in and out. But what women are looking for are quick reminders in the windows, quick notifications. That's why with a nice guy, it's hard for them to get a read on a nice guy. He's coming with a smile and he's saying the right things, doing the right things. So it's hard for them to get a good read, a clear read on the guy like that. Okay, so let's get into it some more. That's why I want to go into what the bad boy that said is masculine. She gets a read on that. What she sees is when a guy behaves this way, he moves with the beat of his own drum. He doesn't answer to anybody. He does his own thing. Okay? What she reads, she sees this guy as being, authentic. Okay? He comes off authentic and true to himself, which, she's going by his behavior. Okay? Which he is. Okay? It's hard to fake you for a long time who you are, but off the rip, she's getting a quick checklist of who you are by your behaviors, your body language, your tonality, your characteristics, people around you. They grab all this information at one time and try to figure out who you are. Are you worth their time? You know what I mean? So, are you faking it? That's where shit tests come in. After they get you in, it's their shit test. So, but they have all these little recruiting and talent checks on people, which is interview status. It's wonderful. It's perfect. If you know this stuff, it's easy. If you know it, it's easy. If not, you get frustrated. So let's continue. So after that, I would like to say that jerks, another trait that women like, Okay, now, with the jerk is tricky. Being a jerk, you're rude, you're obnoxious, you're pranking someone, you're doing all kind of you're not to be trusted, different type of jerks and all this kind of stuff. So now that's a negative side of being a jerk. Okay. Now the one thing about the jerk is it can be positive. Okay. He can be playful and banter. He can tease her. Your shoes untied. She looks down and he, those are these numbers. She goes, "Oh, you're a jerk," and she'll laugh and she'll take it as banter. Okay, and she can be really attracted by that. Okay, why? Because it happened in the schoolyard when they were little kids. The boys that liked the girls played games and pranked them and messed with them and gave them a hard time, messed up their hair. So, "Oh, you're such a jerk. Get out of here." So that's how that comes back up again in our older ages. You see. So that's why that jerk thing works. If you're a real true jerk and an asshole, we say they go, "Oh, women like assholes." This and that. Yes, those assholes are jerks as well. That's the jerk family. But those asshole qualities can't be sustainable. If a girl is confident, a woman's confident in herself and who she is, that's not going to work. Now, sometimes it will, but if they are falling for that in a negative way, they're truly not confident. Okay, they may appear on the outside. I don't care what kind of job they have. I don't care if they have degrees. I don't care if they're doctors, lawyers, or whatever. It's the same principle. The principles don't care who you are. Get it? All right, so let's move on. So with that, I would say opinionated. Being opinionated is another one. Okay, speaking your mind, saying how you feel, unapologetic for who you are and what you say, what you represent, what you stand for. Okay, that takes principles, balls. Right or wrong, it doesn't matter what you're standing for. You're standing, you're not bending, you're not fucking folded and breaking. That's true. You're being true to who you are, and you're expressing yourself emotionally. Women read that as emotional expression, okay? And they're drawn to that as well. You say what you feel. You're not worried about being PC and all this other kind of stuff, all right? You're just doing your thing, okay? Standing on your own beliefs. Very powerful, and it's very attractive to women, okay? So you're talking from your heart, all that stuff. So it's all wonderful and it's solid. But they read this as women read this as it's an honest expression of who you are. She said you're giving an honest signal. Okay, it's called the honest signal, an open heart signal. You're really expressing who you are deep down inside, and they can read that. They connect right away with that also because it's communication. Verbal communication, verbal expression of your emotions. Okay, so with that, let's go with confidence. Confidence is a no-brainer. Okay, don't even make it number one. This doesn't have to be number one. There's no real number here because we know confidence is a very key aspect to this. But this is talking about bad boys. Talking about bad boys, they're already assumed to be confident because they are bad boys. So I threw it in here anyway because it wasn't that important for this one because they already have confidence. All right. Bad boys have confidence, okay? Because they express themselves, they have internal trust in who they are, okay? No matter what they're doing, okay? They have internal trust. Women see that, okay? They're confident. They live on their own by their own means. They outspoken to speak for themselves. They can be jerks here and there, That can also come off funny as well too. So by the way, a little footnote there about the jerk thing, but then now with the confidence, you got selfish. You got guys that are selfish. That selfish gene, that's a selfish trait. Women find that attractive too. Why? That's a weird one because that one can backfire. Just like being a jerk can also. That can backfire. With the selfish, now women are more altruist back in these days. Now they want someone to help and give to others. Okay? So being selfish is void of that. It's totally opposite. Right? It's internalized me. What are you going to do for me? If it doesn't include me, doesn't benefit me, I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. It's very dismissive, okay, in helping others. He's more into himself. I count. I matter. My priorities are first. You're not my priority, okay? Women read that trait. He's a little selfish, okay? Now, with this one, that'll turn some women off, but some women will turn them on because they'll see you. They'll read this as, wow, you're egotistical, number one. That could be a bad thing, could be a good thing. He takes pride in himself. They may say he takes pride in himself. Okay? It could be two ways. It could be a bad one, which is egotistical, or it could be positive. He sees himself as a prize. He takes pride in himself. So if he's the prize and he behaves as such, maybe he is somebody I need to look at twice. All right, that's a good one with that one. So that kind of that selfish gene, it's an alpha trait. Most of these alpha traits, by the way, but this is by default. These guys are doing this by default without even knowing. It's the naturals. Okay, so let's get on. So or now with selfishness, he could also be let's say another guy. If a guy is emotionally unavailable, in other words, he's unfazed by her threats of rejection, or he talks to a girl and she's not interested at all. No, I'm good. Have a good day. He don't give a shit. He moves over this day. He's done his part. He did his part as a man to approach, okay, try to connect, reach out. She wasn't interested. So what? He has an abundance mindset. He's not affected by her emotion. He's not available to give her his emotion. Is not on tap, and her response to him reflects his emotions to her. Okay. Oh man, she doesn't like me. She don't like me. I gotta make myself, prove myself to her. No, he doesn't give a shit. Like, I'm not available for that. I'm not there. Commitment, not available for commitment. Okay. We got fun, but I'm not. So he's not needy. Okay. Now, what the thing about this one, emotionally unavailable, is that women may see that think he is needy, that he needs love, he needs whatever. So women will read this as, I need to connect and bond with him to find out, to get his emotions, riled up and steer and see where he is emotionally on an emotional level, because she can't reach him emotionally, right? So she's going to be compelled to be drawn to this guy to elicit emotions if she likes him. All this is predicated on women having at least a 6 on the interest scale, on attraction scale for you, at least a 6. 5, she's not gonna go too far involved, but 6 range, 6 towards 6.5, 6 towards 7, she'll want to inquire more. She'll see you and be attracted right away at a 6 level, or 5, really a 6, okay? Because she wants to inquire all these little things, because you haven't shown bad behavior, so you really don't give a fuck what she thinks at all. So she's intrigued, okay? And a lot of that's adrenaline, and it's the sight, it's the whole, you're behaving differently, okay? So, which creates, also she looks for unpredictability, okay? A guy's unpredictable, she's uncertain what he's going to do. He's going to call. It gives her a lot of uncertainty, okay? It's uncertain. She's not sure if, when you're going to call, if you're going to call. You got a number. Did you lose it? You understand? You called once, you didn't call again. Any scenario, but it creates excitement for her. Okay, it sparks excitement for her. It like I said, it makes her intrigued, and she reads this as, this guy is a mystery. He's exciting. I don't know what he's going to do next. It's such a mystery. He's mystical, so her curiosity is going to be up. She's going to be curious about you because you are a mystery. Okay, she can't put you in a box and figure you out what you're going to do from here to here. You're unpredictable. You're fresh, exciting, spontaneous. Okay, it's moving. Got it? All right, so let's go into another one. Another trait that you want to bring out, that you want to look for, as she looks for. And if you have these traits, guys, you want to enhance them, but don't turn it up. Don't turn it up. Okay, if you have them, recognize what they are and keep them regulated, low. And I'll get into that later on. So let's continue. Now, we're unpredictable. Okay, how about risky? Okay, risky behavior. Okay, that gives a woman the spikes of emotions. That gives her the danger. You're dangerous. You take chances. You break the rules. Okay, and this is all going to be like from the rip, and this is all in a playful way. How to do it right, not how to do these things wrong. This is about how to be the bad boy in the right way. Okay, guys, remember that. Okay, taking risks. I mean, breaking a fucking bank, robbing the bank, and all that shit. Throw her the fucking, hold that money back. The cops come and they arrest her or some shit like that. Nothing like that. I'm talking about, this is about the positive way how to make these traits work for you. What she's reading and why she's reading it that way. Okay, all right. So let's continue. But the risky behavior shows that you're not afraid to break the rules. You gamble on you. You have a chance. You take a chance on yourself. Okay, that shows her that she's gonna read this as You take a chance. You're going to read it as you're self-assured, okay? You gamble on yourself, okay? So the risky behavior, you count on yourself. Usually things work out for you, okay? That's a good one. That's because when change comes with evolution and how things move in the world with the computers and the lifestyle and the culture shit, you're okay and you can survive. You have survival mode and survival skills in the evolution, in the world of evolution and change. You're okay with change because you take risks. Okay, you're not afraid to step out, okay, and make that move, okay, and do something and make something happen. You take that risk, okay. Okay, most guys that don't have confidence, again, will not do that. They'll be afraid. They'll be calculated. This, and that. Okay, so now, all these things are great. Okay, now I'm going to tell you real quick misnomer here. I don't want you guys thinking that you have these skills and I don't have them. I'm going to put them together. Listen, this all is predicated on you having an alpha frame. Okay, that's a warning. Okay, warning. If you've got to be holding an alpha frame, you got to be confident in yourself. If you don't have that, these girls will rip you apart. You will not make it. They'll see right through the bullshit. Make the fuck out of here. You're trying to be this, that. They're going to read it right away. If you're faking this stuff, this you can't fake it till you make it. You can't fake this stuff till you make it. You can't. Okay, you can't. Because they're reading it off the rip right now. It's not going to take another date. She's looking right now at your behavior. Okay? They know bad boys when they see them. Women have more skills. They have more skills at dating than we do. And they always will. Okay? You don't date enough women to match a woman in dating, in relationships. You can't beat them in that game. You could beat them in the long run. In the long run, you can win. But not up front. The first 20 years, 18 to 38. No, 18 to 28. Because the 30s is our time to play. Got it? The pendulum starts to switch a little bit, a lot of it, when they get in their 30s. Then we get in our 30s. We're like, what's up? You was trying to play games about 10 years ago. What's up now? You're looking good. So, but the point of the matter is that you should be on your mission in life here. If you're on your mission and you're building, you'll have the qualities and the pride in yourself to believe in what you do in life. Once you start believing what you do in life, this stuff will work. Okay? You can take any one of these little things and they'll work. Okay? As long as you have the mindset that, hey, I'm growing and improving. This will help you grow and improve. Okay? That alone, have pride when you walk out. So you're learning more things now on here than most guys will, because most guys won't bother with this stuff. Like I said before, this is self-help stuff. This is, we're weirdos. We're trying to improve ourselves, self-improve, But, again, that's to your advantage, right? Advantage us. So if you're new to this channel, like, subscribe, comment below. Welcome, okay? So again, with this whole thing here, I want you guys to make sure that if you're married with this thing, you do a little bit of these things, a small percentage, a little bit. You don't go 80 with these things, 80, 50%. You don't do it because you're going to blow it. You're going to body yourself. Don't body yourself with this stuff. These are small pieces. You space these out and sparse them out, little pieces. You don't do everything at one time and be all this, because then you're going to change. If it's not who you are, you're going to fuck yourself, okay? It's not going to work for you. You're going to be totally confused as to what women want and all sort of nonsense. You're going to be confused like, this and that, it's just not working, because you're coming from the wrong frame. If you're going ahead to get something from somebody, this is not going to work. It might work on the low, small, the low range, low self-esteem and all that. It'll work for them. Is that what you really want? I mean, how can you grow if you keep going down, to get stuff from the basement? How can you get to the top? So you're setting your mindset of, this is what I deserve, which is down here. Okay? So you don't want to do that. You want to look up. You want to be moving up. You want the challenge. Okay? So like, subscribe, comment below.